Okay. Will this follow me over here? Oh no, it's gonna zoom in. It's gonna lose me in zoom. Never seen it zoom when it loses me. Bar. Hey! Hey, check it out! Check it out, we can go over here. Hey, we can go over here. Wow. What do we think? What do we think? I'm still trying to figure it out. I just got this set up today. Hey, Russ. Michael. Hello. Okay. Okay, so all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make my bench power supply set up for when we do arcade machines. See, I got all my junk here. And I want to be able to turn it on and off, like the connection to everything, without having to unplug and plug the cable in. So I found this piece of metal that apparently used to be a battery charger, and I put this switch into it. So we got a switch now. This says it will do, well, what's it say? It will do 10 amps at wall voltage, which is more than we need by far, I think. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna try to make. I got all these cables for a 16-channel logic analyzer 2, and by 2 I mean as well. But anyways, okay, so let's get all this wired up because we want this isn't hard on the thing yet, so we can just take that out. So we will connect one of them straight up, and the other one will go through the switch box, and then, okay. So feedback on the setup is appreciated. If you like it, let me know. If not, okay. Oh yeah, I see. So we got our first thing we need to fix. There we go. That's better. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I like the zoom it's doing. That's on upper body. How does it change if I do normal? Oh, it wants to zoom in on me. Okay, no, go back to upper body. That's too much. Yeah, stay wide. Okay, that's good. All right, and then here we go. This is how we have our test harness set up. So we need our so there's that, and then we have our ground, which is honestly a little too long. Cut that down a bit. This is our ground. And I still have no way how I'm getting the video from the arcade machine into stream. I haven't gotten that far yet. Of course, we are that far in the basement, but not out here. Bass Pro Shops. Yes, sir. Why not? Okay, so that's that. Let's back that off. I don't want that sticking out. This is a little long. Okay. And the last part is what we have to solder to our switch. So that will go here. And then the other side will go to the wall. Or, that's not even tight. Come on. Get tight on there. And the other side. So set that up so one will go there. This one just needs to be soldered to this. So we'll solder that real fast over here. I have a camera set up on this bench too, but I don't have it. I need a USB hub to plug it in because I got too much stuff that needs to plug in. Also got too much stuff just on the bench already. I'm just setting up and there's already too much shit on here. So we already stepped that hole out. So now I'll get my iron, put that away, put this away. What is this? Oh, that's another HDMI. We want to plug something else into the TV, and there's our VGA, or our composite. This is so when in the future we can test our boards for all these machines we have out here on the bench. So we can take the logic board out, we can put it on the bench. I can show you if it's working. If it's not working, we can work through all the reasons why it's not working. We have the oscilloscope and everything else, but we have to power the board on the bench, and this allows us to do that. This allows us to power on the bench. So, and I just stole this cable out of something else and this piece of metal out of something else. And okay, so I have solder. There it is. So we're going to pick this up. Oh, we got to take that with us too because that's all soldered on. I should really make that into a connector, but it's currently not. Over here. And we just need to solder this to one of these button leads. So, real quick, let's do that. Okay. What was I going to say? What else do we need to? Because this is the problem, right? I'm going to have the. Oh, it lost me. Sometimes it loses me if I move too far. Why is it so zoomed? Go wide, bro. Stop going all zoomed. Did it lose me again? Oh, now it's not following me. There it goes. I don't know why it's wanting to zoom in so much, though. There we go. Oliver Tree died? Of what? He's like my age. Is it following me over here? Well, it wants to zoom in on my head so bad. Like if I stand right here, yeah, it doesn't want to. What if I tell it to look at my legs? Think it will get down there? Nope, it's seeing itself. Okay, that's what I figured. Huh? Died in a helicopter? What the fuck? It's fucking crazy. Okay, so the next thing I need to find is my heat shrink tubing. Right here. So we got heat shrink tubing. So that, nice, lid does a great job there. And the camera lost me again. What did I do that made it lose me? I don't think I did anything too crazy. I don't know what this whole thing is with zooming. Why is it zooming in so far? It's full zoom. No, zoom out. If you zoom out, you won't lose me. Okay. Lots to be learned yet. Lots to be learned. Okay? Okay, so there's that. Now we just solder these two together, which I need a helping hands out here for this. I don't have a helping hands out here. I don't think I do. It's definitely going to lose me walking over here, but that's all right for now. Did it lose me? Oh yeah, it lost me. Well, it's still... Why are you zoomed in? I don't get it. Is it because... What if I just do normal tracking? Well, then it goes all the way in. Let's just sit on my head. Just stay zoomed out, bro. Is it staying spaced out now? I don't know. That's what I get for fucking with it, right? All right, so we got that wired, and we can just use this to shrink it. Okay. And that really should be it, because this side just goes into the box. It's also a little long. And there we go. So now we have a power supply that has all of its connections wired into a switch box that we can put next to it. And I can run this power down back behind my bench and around, and then we'll have... Go on down there, buddy. We'll always have the ability to turn on and off this setup. The next thing I need to do is get all this on like a piece of wood or something, so. All right, let's see if we blow something up here. Okay, make sure it's off to start with. Okay, it's off. Seems better. Okay, I say it's not zooming anymore. That's all I wanted, is it to stop zooming. Okay, it's definitely gonna lose me here. So I'm gonna go up under here. Grab this cable. Is this it? Oh yeah, that's it, okay. And then we'll plug it in. Maybe we'll plug it in. One second. Has it still got me though? Nope, it lost me. Come back over here. Let it get me again. Hello. There it goes. Then we can walk over here. Will it get me all the way over here, I wonder? I don't know. I need just like a little dongle guy. No. I know I had one inside. Like a little extension. Tiny little extension. No, it's a computer one. It's got all my Bondo in there, all my Bondo. It's all power supplies. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Yeah, so I need to get another camera on this bench because I got the isolation transformer and everything here. So when we're testing CRTs, it will happen on this bench. This bench will be where we test all of our logic boards, and if we're, I don't know, doing a Commodore or something, I'll probably have the computer right here. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it, so far at least. So. Oh, you know what? We can get this out of our way. Yes, I know it's dark now. Give me a second. I'm gonna fix it. I'm just routing this better. Come on. There you go. We can route this down here. And then it's more out of the way. Put it right there. Like that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's just a little bit too big, huh? What can we do about that? Well, we can just separate this a tiny bit. This barely fits in here though, so moving this way is going to be yeah, it barely fits because it's the door frame. Yeah. Man, I just need like the tiniest little extension. And I have one inside somewhere, I know I do. What a weird power supply. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to go inside and go get the one. Oh wait, haha! Here's one, found it. This is all I need, is this right there, and then I can plug this in to that. Okay, and now you'll know if it's working if when I flip the switch, if you see lights come on to this. So we'll flip the switch. There it is. So now we have a switch we can use and to turn on and off our power supply voltage. Yippee! And then how it's going to work, so I get all this stuff out of my way, put this back where it goes. Oh wait, it stopped again. Hello? You got, okay. Okay. We have our FPGA cat. We'll need the cable for that, which I have one right here. But that also requires more USB ports than we currently have, because this computer only has two. Well, it has 3, and one of them's this stupid mouse, and one's one camera, and the other one's the other camera. So this is our cableage for our, we can push this back. There we go. This is our cableage for the FPGA cat. Then we also have our other programmer right there. And I got a bunch of cap kits. And here's a board. So let's put a board on here and see how that looks. I think I need to move this camera up farther. This camera is just a basic webcam. It doesn't zoom or anything, so I just put this on here. That's pretty good. You see the whole board. You don't see anything else, but you see the whole board. Right? I do, yeah, I think I need to just slow down my walking speed. I think you're right. Cool, so now I got a cool little box that isn't mounted to anything, but the next thing I need to do is make this test harness better by getting a speaker onto this and probably hard mounting this to something. But if I hard mount it, then it's got to be like overhanging so I can plug in the board, and then the board's gonna, I got to figure out how I want to do that. What I'll probably do is hard mount the power supply and the switch to something. Probably a piece of wood. Well, I could do it to the bench, but I'll probably just do it to the bench, honestly. Like that, straight on the bench. And then I got a button switch. Not bad. We can turn on Centipede. This one's missing its CPU because we were testing CPUs. Got some World Cup games going on. Cool. When does USA play again? I know they won their first game. This is so we can do all of our, yep, that goes in there. That's all of our test leads for that. That'd be our logic analyzer. Then we have our FPGA cat right here, so we can plug that in. It's hard to, you gotta make sure you got pin 1. Yeah, pin 1's over here. And one pin got bent, so bend that back. There it is. That probably, it likes to sit on the over here because of that ribbon cable. Of course, we can't really test this right now because we can't plug it in, but here's our other Centipede board. I'll put this off to the side somewhere. And then we have a missile command in there that I haven't tested at all yet, but I don't have the missile command JAMA adapter. So we need the missile command JAMA adapter to replace the Centipede one here. And then we can test that. So, okay, let's keep working on getting this set up. So what else did I bring out here? I brought out More power supplies. Oh, this is the Geo7 for Missile Command. I need to recap. We could do that right now. Just get that done with. It needs a bath. It needs a bath first. What other stuff did I bring out here? Here's all the rest of the stuff for the FPGA cat. Some random chips. So, yeah, it's pretty crusty. It definitely needs a bath. I like to give all my monitor chassis baths. But I don't want to do that right now because then I'll be off stream forever, going and bathing that. So we can't do that. We can take apart the control panel for Missile Command. We could do that right now. We could take the front off of this. Because that needs... Honestly, is that painted though? No. This could use redone. The whole front of this is pretty rough. And it's bowing at the bottom probably because it's been wet. How bad is that? Yeah, it's just bowing. It's not separating, yeah. I don't know how much I want to do to this one. I don't know if I want to... Did I move too fast? Oh, no, we're good. I don't know if I want to work that much on this wood of this one because it's pretty okay. It's just... just bowing at the very bottom. This might just be a new T-molding deal and then send it because I don't know if you're fixing the bowing on the bottom of this. I could sand the shit out of it and then, I don't know. The Galaxian's in pretty good shape. His board's in him too. I don't know if I can, pretty sure you can use the FPGA cat for Galaxian because it's a Z80, right? Where's your CPU? Yep, Z80. So you probably can with the Z80 harness, which I have. So. The only other thing I need to do is get an extension cord ran over here so I can, well, I do want to make this the soldering station, which is an issue because I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do. We'll just probably, let's just keep setting up stuff. We'll just keep setting up stuff because for the most part, anything we want to do, we need different stuff for. We need a hub or we need this, we need that. I think I have extra hubs in the basement. I tried a USB-C hub, but, oh, I moved too fast again, huh? I'm back over here, buddy. I had a USB-C hub in the basement. I finished most of it on stream Friday night. I did 2 Game Boy Colors, I did a Game Gear, and I did a GameCube for him. He gave me 2 Game Boy SPs, but they both have shattered screens, and there's nothing I can really do to fix that. It just needs replaced. So I need to figure out what day he's there and meet with him so that we can figure out what I'm going to do next and get paid for the stuff I did. So we need so many more USB ports, it's not even funny. You know, since that's such a holdup, I might just go down to the basement and steal one of the hubs so that we can keep going out here so I can hook up this and the cat and we can start messing around with the logic analyzer. So let me do that. Let me try that out. Yeah, he's not there every day. He told me what days he's there. It's like he's there the longest on Saturday, and he's there on like Tuesday and 2 other days, I forget, but definitely not every day. Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, and this one's missing an EEPROM, so that's an issue. No, I haven't talked to Hunter. He told me he's gonna bring my. He borrowed a bunch of tables from me. Like my pink mouse. Yippee! What is this? Oh, that's the camera cable that needs wrapped. Yeah, let me go steal a hub. I think I have extra hubs laying around. And I'll just go to the BRB screen because that should still work. And it does still work. Okay, cool. And I'll be right back. Look at that. Yippee! Hello, hello, hello. What am I gonna unplug to get this to work? If I unplug the mic, you're not gonna hear me anymore. But that's probably what I should unplug because I don't want to do the camera exactly. Well, we can try to put all the cameras on one port. Is it 3.0? Okay, are we back? Okay, we're back. All right, cool. And now I can try this setup. It's probably going to be way too close. Probably needs to be like way up here. Like that. Yank, what do you think? We got the tracking. We're out in the barns. First time you've seen this other than my one video. I can walk around. We can look at some Missile Command and some Galaxian and a jukebox. We can walk back over here. We're looking at Centipede on the bench. What do you think? Okay. So now I gotta start renaming stuff because this is PCB. We'll call it PCB interface. And then we need to duplicate this and we'll call it solder face. Yes. And then if we go to solder in face and I make a different cam. So let's remove that. Yes, and we're going to add a new camera. And yeah, we'll add existing. And we'll do solder bench cam. That's good. And then solder bench cam properties is that one. And then I move that under face cam. There we go. And then we'll flip that. Do I like that? No, I liked it the other way. What do you guys think? Oh shit, what did I just hit? No, don't group it. For fuck's sake. There we go. Okay, and now oh, is that frozen? No, it's right. What did I just flip 180? Why is my face so small? Ah! Okay. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that's VidBox. OBS desk. Oh yeah, you're right. I thought I had it on that whole time. Okay, there we go. All right, that's better. let's get this oriented a little better. Maybe it does need to be closer. What about here? Do we like that better? Then I'll do this. I'll make my face a lot smaller. That's pretty good. What is this cable? What is this doing here? Oh, that's just a cable. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. All right, so this is our isolation transformer. This is trash. I'm moving pretty much everything that has to do with arcade stuff out here. More random shit that doesn't need to be on here. That's to charge me phone and me USB and this microphone once I'm not streaming. So this is the PCB workbench, and this one is going to be the solder bench for when I'm doing recaps, or because I have my solder iron over here. I'm going to put this at the back. And then when we want to test a CRT, I have my isolation transformer here, which I probably won't leave on the bench all the time because it's so big and we don't need it that often. Like, how often we test one of these? Not enough for it to take up all this space, that's for sure. So I'll probably just keep this like under it or to the side. And then when we need to test a CRT, I'll know where it's at, and then we can throw it up on the bench here and do it and whatever. What do you think? What do we think? What do we think? I have so many random remotes laying around. I need to get somebody to eBay all these remotes because they're actually good money because people need the specific remote for whatever TV or... This is another just cable. I also don't know where my gloves went. I had gloves when we started this endeavor. There they are. What do you think, Yank? You like it? Cool. All right. So I don't have, the one thing I don't have figured out right now is how we're going to do, how I'm going to get you guys to see the screen when I'm testing something. That has yet to be figured out. So I do have the Heiko out here. It's the Heiko. I don't think this will definitely not stay out here all the time, but for now I brought it out because I was gonna do some work probably on probably do some recaps out here in the near future. Okay. So now we got this hub, so I can plug in our friend, the logic analyzer, and we can try to get him set up, and then we can also plug in the FPGA cat and try to get him set up. And I can drop stuff on the board. Okay, so we'll do this screen. And wow, cable management is going to be the fun part of this project. I already knew that. That is obvious. Okay. So there's a lot of extra going on here. Okay. So I have the box for this, don't I? Yeah, right here. And it's got some instructions. And they're all in Chinese. Okay, here we go. So we got to go to a website. So that is, I guess I got to type it off. www.dream, what is it? Dream Source Lab. .com/download. / Here we go. And do I have a desktop cam? I don't. I have this one. We gotta set that up and put me in the corner. Put that there. But it's not seeing anything. Yeah. That's interesting. Anyways, we'll just stay on here for now. I just gotta download this stuff. Okay, so it downloaded. Set up. So I did initial tests on the 4 cabinets I just got, which are Dig Dug, Xevious, Pac-Man, and Kangaroo. And Xevious doesn't do anything. Dig Dug works 100%. It just works. Pac-Man works 100%. And Kangaroo does not. Okay, so now we have a viewer, and I can probably add a new application window, yes, and we'll call it Logic. How about that? We'll call that Logic. And that will be DS View.
now you guys can see the signals as we test it, and then I can just turn that on and off like this when we're testing these chips. And the other thing I need to get is the FPGA CAT software, which I will have to log into my account on Museum of the or FPGA CAT get. Maybe I can just search it. I think it's a private repo. I don't think you can just do this, but we'll try. Okay, no, so we gotta go to Clove. What? There we go. Go to my messages. Cat box. And he sent me all the stuff. Here's the shared thing. There's quite a lot of stuff in here. It's the Z80 setup. Got to download all this junk to get the FPGA CAT to work. Yeah, the Dig Dug cabinets actually looks really nice too. It's really nice. Okay, setup. Gotta log into here just to get, oh my God. Gotta log into National Instruments to download their bullshit software. Why log in? Why require a login? I have yet to get an email. Spelled it right? Yeah, I did. Hello? Did it go to spam? Nope, I just never got it. Okay. This must be a new thing that they require a login, because I don't think I have one. I'm gonna have to make one. Create a new account. They sent me a code to verify it's me. You guys can't see it, so you can't steal my identity. You can't steal my National Instruments account. Oh my God, I gotta give them everything but my fucking blood type. Two-factor? The email address provided is already in use. You gotta be fucking kidding me. They had let me get that far before it told me that. I hit reset password, and it never sent me a fucking code. There we go. New password. Yes. Good. Back to where I came from. Thank you. Oh God, let me in. Yeah, they do. They need a stool sample. I just want to download this software. Can we please do that? I've logged in. No, I'm not a partner. Oh my God. Fuck you. Oh my God, I got it. I actually got it to download, finally. I had to link to a organization, but once I did that, oh no, wait, I already did this, didn't I? It's right here. It's right here. Next, next, next. Yes. Okay, while you're doing that, let's get the other one going. Just this one. Gotta extract it. Sorry, it's really boring right now. I'm just trying to get everything set up. Yeah, it's honestly not bad in here with the air running and everything. I need to open the outside door because it just poured rain and it's honestly cooler outside now than it is in here. Okay, that's going to take a while, I think. Yeah, so the next thing I got to get set up somehow is how you guys are going to see the video outputs. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get. I need a capture card for one, because in the basement setup I have a VidBox capture card which does fine, but we need a capture card, and we want it to take probably VGA, and then I'll get one of the VGA adapters for these for the video signal, the JAMA video signal. Then we'll run those wires from that test harness, from this, run those wires from video, red, blue, green, and ground into the VGA adapter, and the VGA adapter into a capture card, and then that will appear on stream. So what do I need? I need a so I could either do VGA capture card, or I could do like a basic monitor. I might do that. I might do a basic monitor, and then I can just get that to output on here. That might be the move. Hey, thanks, Todd. Thank you. That might be the move. Yeah, I'll probably do a monitor up here that I can see, and then I will use OBS to output the what's on that screen to y'all. The other monitor is so I can see what the game is doing, because I need I need to be able to see what the game is outputting as a video signal. And I can just get a basic mount up on the wall and a monitor. And I think I have, and the monitor will have to have VGA and it'll have to have HDMI, or it'll have to have, no, because if I do, this laptop doesn't have any more inputs. It's only got one HDMI and I'm currently using it for chat. So, well, I could just make that chat and game output, I guess. I don't know. So when I'm not out here, I'm using the VidBox. I have the VidBox, and I'm using this adapter board to get composite video out of the VidBox. So I just really need a capture card, is what I need. I just need a capture card, and then I can make all this shit work. I'm waiting on the National Instruments thing to finish installing. I can, but it's so tiny. If I'm going to be over here working on a machine, I'm not going to be able to read chat. That's kind of why I wanted it on the big screen. So we hit restart later on that. No, thank you. Okay, now we're going to install the other thing, which is LabVIEW. All right, so that's installing now. You got games on your phone? Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Well, I don't know. One thing I want to do is I want to get all this stuff secured on the bench so it's not moving. Or do I want to just put that on a piece of wood so if I want to take it somewhere I can? Nah, probably just to the bench because it's not going to go anywhere. It shouldn't go anywhere. 11% complete. You got some rain too, Todd? Yeah, it poured rain here for like 5 minutes, but it poured rain. It was a lot, all at once. Well, while that's doing that, I can go back into the guide we were reading. And now I got to get the software. I'm asking a lot of this computer, and it's kind of kicking ass. There's FPGA cat. So we'll cut this out of here and put it into here. And then we will get the software and we will make a shortcut. And then we'll put the shortcut on our desktop. There we go. Now we just gotta wait for LabVIEW to finish and we should be able to try it out. I might make my restart my computer, and if it does, we'll just wait. What's 2 times better than the one in your basement? Oh, the laptop, yes. Oh yeah, yeah, this thing's kicking ass. The laptop, yes. Ah,
Yes, it's very nice. Oh yeah, the air show was today, so they probably got rained on for a while, huh?
%70 done. Wow, this is ridiculously slow. So it says 0 is black. Or it's white, huh? Where is that? Yeah. And then, like, let's say we want to test this chip, we can do that. But I bought a chip clip so we don't have to go from chip to chip. Okay, how's that going? Is it almost done? It's done. Start later. Okay, let's see. Do we have to restart? Close, 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 close. There we go. So now we have the FPGA cat working out here. So we can go back to stream, and I can add another window, which I'm going to call a window capture, and I can call it cat. And I can do that. And then you can see the cat as well. I'll probably put those on top of each other because we probably only want to see one at a time. So if I get rid of all this junk for the logic analyzer, anyways. And I take this and we plug into our board. Which is honestly always the hardest part. Okay. There we go. All right. And then I flip the switch. Our game boots. Our FPGA cat says clock detected. We can go to setup and load a config, and we can do Atari, and we can do Centipede, and we can do new, and we can load. Then we open the port again. And then we can go to ROM, and this is going to pass all but this one because it's not in there. And then we can go to RAM, and all of our RAM passes as well. But we don't get, we still don't get a good picture, if I remember correctly. That's the one thing I can't do in here is check that. So we can test the Pokey, and the Pokey works. Oh, this is if you have multiple Pokies. So some games have more than one Pokey, I guess. You can test video memory. So This is all stuff we haven't gotten into. I've just done the basic thing of ROM and RAM checks. So, okay, now we can turn that back off. So that's where we're at on these, is this one doesn't want to boot right, even though it seems to have everything. The last thing we need is a way to get the video output from that into our stream, which is going to take a capture card. So we need a capture card, and we need another USB hub because we are currently using every single USB hub on this device. There's literally none left. When we switch to a mouse and keyboard combo, that will free up this one because this is just the dongle for the mouse. Well, we'll still need the dongle, but we can put a hub in there and put the dongle in that. And yeah. So that's not so bad. Okay. So that's set up, at least initially. I need to take that chassis out and wash it. Okay, I'll tell you guys, I have this little, I really need your guide. I need someone's help with this, and I don't know who to ask or what forum to go to or what, but I have this little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle CRT, which is apparently worth a couple $100. This is for the game store, all right? He gave me this project. And when I opened it up, there was a bunch of caps blown on the board. And so I replaced them, and there was also a resistor that was burned up. So I replaced the resistor as well. And the second I turned it on, it sparked and blew a transistor, literally blew the head off of it. I watched it go whoop, pew. So I think either the flyback, so I checked the horizontal transistor, and it was shorted. Its base and emitter were straight shorted. So something is shorting that on that board, but I don't know really where to go. So next thing I'll probably do is unsolder that transistor and see if, when I do that, if the short goes away. And if it does, then I'm going to assume that transistor is bad. If it doesn't, then we have something else that's still shorting shorting that line. But that board is absolutely screwed. There is so much blown on that board. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it. I don't even know if I'll have to buy so many parts for it. It's ridiculous. I already had to replace two $5 caps on it because they're 45 microfarad, 160 volt capacitors that blew on it. And they blew out the top. Like you can see the fibers coming out the top. Like it was probably pretty violent when that thing went off. And then when I plugged it in here, I got some sparks and I got that transistor to blow. And yeah, so the flyback itself might be dead. Yes, Yank says the flyback go bad in those. Yeah, and you can't get a new one. So I only found one person online who mentioned anything about this TV, and he said he took it to a local repair place, and they said they could not get a flyback and gave it back to him. So here's the other mystery. You ready for some more mysteries? This was manufactured by Cosmo Communications Corp. This TV is from April 2006, and this is not even in the CRT database. This company, Cosmo Communications Corp, is not in the CRT database at all. So I might just have to give this back to the game store and tell them I can't fix it because I can't get parts. I might take out that transistor and see if it gets rid of the short. And if I take out the transistor and it gets rid of the short, I'll probably buy a new transistor and at least try to fix it with that. And if that doesn't do it, then I'll give up. Look, it's funny. You can see on the inside of this, there's the port for the Universal European port. Oh, it doesn't, it's looking for me. It doesn't like looking at that. Here's what I'll do. Come back to me, friend. Thank you. You can see the
You can see it has the, what is this called? SCART or whatever, the universal output port. And they were like, we ain't giving all those fucking ports. Cover that up with a sticker. So it's literally just covered up with a sticker. The only thing you get on this is antenna and video and audio in. That's it. It's an off-brand RCA. Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is? The only other thread of so that thread I mentioned was the only one where someone talked about fixing one of these. The only other thread I saw on this was someone who said that they were trying to figure out what the chassis was, no, here's what they were trying to do. They were trying to get a universal remote to work with it because you literally can't do anything without the remote, and they got a universal one and needed the code, right, to get it to work. And the code that ended up working was a code for a Hello Kitty TV that Emerson made. So make that make any fucking sense. The chassis board in here looks to be the same as an Emerson board, but it is this is during the era early 2000s where shit was getting made in China, and whoever the hell wanted to import it was just doing so. So when you look up Cosmo Communication Corp, it's just an import company from China. That's literally all they did. And here, one second. I'll show you. The only thing I could find that used the same chassis as this, because I thought, well, can I just steal the chassis, right? See if I can get it. Yep, here it is. One second. It only likes looking at this monitor for some reason. The only TV that uses this chassis is this shitty, it's called Starlight Marketing Limited Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is the same chassis, this PC1310 ATV. All right? And Starlight Marketing Limited only made, I think this is the only TV on here. Now you have to check this out though. Check this out. So it says Disney on the back. Look at that marketing. Where is it? So you got a picture of the... Yes, look at this. Look at this cool fucking CD player. And I think the CD player remote is the compass. Is that not cool? Oh. Yeah, so I'll probably just give this back to the game store and tell them I can't fix it. Because I don't know. I will unsolder that one transistor and see if the short goes away, and if it doesn't, I'm going to assume it is the flyback and I can't fix it. If it does go away, I'll probably buy that transistor and see what the hell happens. So let's make a list of things I need to buy. How about that? So I need to buy, if we want to test some more boards here, I need to buy some harnesses So I need to buy a Galaxian harness. I need to buy a Missile Command harness. I need to buy a Kangaroo harness, which I don't know if they even make a Kangaroo harness because that one's weird. It doesn't follow the standard Atari board design because I think Atari bought the rights to that game from another company and just used their board design. They didn't make it themselves. They like exported it or something. Kangaroo, Xevious. We need the harness for that. And we need the harness for... No, we have Pac-Man. I have a Pac-Man harness. So we don't need the harness for Pac-Man. We need the harness for Dig Dug. But Dig Dug works, so it'd be nice to have the harness regardless, but I don't know. We also need a USB hub. And there's something else I needed out here. We need a capture card. And when we think of something else, we'll add it. Yeah, because I already took the back off of Kangaroo and took a peek inside, and the board it doesn't have the test harness, the test ports. It doesn't have any of this, like the, oh yeah, I need to change your guys' cam, huh? You're just looking at yourself. Doesn't have any of that. So I will hide the cat, and I will hide, yeah, and what we'll probably do now, because I don't have anything else to do, is we can do some mechanical things here on the... We'll probably switch to this bench to do those mechanical things. Because we got some work to do with this guy. So I am very familiar with this now, considering I've done 2 Atari footballs. This is the control panel for Atari football, or Missile Command. And it is the same exact thing as Atari football, but it only has 1 ball instead of 2. So yeah, someone probably will. Screamer. Oh, did it lose me? Hello, don't lose me. I'm over here. Screamer gets locked out when we do stream because I don't want that cat in here screaming at everybody. So let's find the right wrench we need for this. These are all carriage bolts. Oh my God, first try, I'm so good. These are all carriage bolts. And it's a giant 6-inch ball, something like that. Yank will probably know. I'd Google it. Google it, bro. This ball it's gross. It needs help. This control panel also is going to get everything removed because it also needs help. It is bent to shit in a few different places, and I'm going to try to hammer it out, bend it back, everything else. And then after that, it will probably look like hell. Okay, let me show you the front again. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah, so it's bent to hell. All over the place, it's bent to hell. So I'll probably sandblast it, and then we'll do an overlay. But first I got to see if I can even get this straight again, because it's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to get some body hammers and just bang the crap out of it. Like, look at this up here. Oh my god. Looks like someone took a flathead screwdriver to it or something. Did it have a washer in there? It seemed like it did. We'll find out when we take the other ones out. So this will get repainted as well, because these bolts get all rusty and look like hail. Six? Yeah, they're fucking huge. Isn't that crazy? Giant 6-inch plastic ball. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to get technical, it's the same as it's the same ball they use for duck pin bowling, or what's it called? The ball bowlers, the electromechanical ball bowlers. I think it's Before we go any farther, I'm going to get a bunch of pictures here so we can replicate the original layout once we get this the way we like it, which is not rusty and torn apart. So I just want to see where they got all the connections ran. Yeah, that's just sitting back there. Okay, cool. One to go. Okay, that's all 3 bolts for that. Now the only thing holding this together should be the harnesses, and those can just be backed out. They're the same exact harnesses that were used on Atari Football. There it is. There's the ball. Here's the rest of it. So we'll want to get some tape and we'll mark these, or we will hate ourselves later when we go to put it back together. So we need to know which is which.
How's the cam doing? Okay. Most places would not clean them with IPA like it was designed to be cleaned with. This cow was supposed to be fully torn down and serviced every 24 months, which never happened.
Of course that never happened. You ever seen the things operators did to keep machines going, man? All sorts of funky stuff. They would do all sorts of funky stuff to keep quarters being put into machines. They didn't care, man. They just wanted to keep making money. Anything to get a machine back up and running to keep putting quarters in it. I have seen some crazy stuff.
I have a centipede over there that, I'm not kidding you, the service switch was broken, and he defeated the service switch by taking the elastic out of a pair of underwear and wrapping it around it, knotting it so the service switch always stayed in.
There's literally a pair of Hanes elastic over there holding a centipede service switch in. Okay, mark those A, B, C. Then we got P1 and P2 here.
Yeah, he taught.
Yeah, he held the switch. The switch is held down so that the game boots. Otherwise, usually the door has to be on right. If the door's not on right, it won't hold the switch in to keep the power on. Yeah. Classic. P1, P2. Okay, now they're all marked, and we should be able to get them out of there now. All the classic Atari Volcano buttons. So we'll just twist until this gets loose enough I can twist it. Come on. Oh man. Might need the gloves. Gloves might give me a little extra grip on that. There we go. Okay, and then we got some wires that need cut.
Well, not wires, but zip ties. Got some zip ties that need cut. There it is, and now this whole harness will get a bath. Yeah, the whole thing will get a bath. Take all those volcano buttons off. Okay, and now we got the metal completely removed from everything else. And this is when we get to figure out how we're gonna bang this thing out. I need like one of those, well, you can't even metal roll it. It's got a lip up here. It's got a lip on both sides. It would have to be a really small metal roller to go right down the middle, but. I have a new family member who works in metal for a living. I might ask him to do this for me. He probably would, or at least show me how to do it. And I like, man, the original art is cool because it's actually painted on, or like, I don't know how they did it in the factory, but it's not like it's not a sticker. And if I redo it, it's gonna be a sticker. We'd be hammering these out, yeah. It's real warped, it's really bad. It's like this. It's really bad. It's bent real bad right here. It's like someone took a fist and just slammed on it right here, or a tool, and then someone went to town with something over here and chipped the paint, and now it's all rusting, so it's all exposed. I don't think there's any way I can save the original paint on this, though. It's like, especially with this over here, the way it is, it's just gonna have to be an overlay. I'm just gonna have to put a sticker on it. Which sucks, because I like the original, the fact that it's painted on, but like, what are you gonna do? It looks like shit. Yeah, I think you're right, Yank. I think that's exactly what happened. Someone couldn't figure out how to take it off, and they just pried it open. Because if you look on the arcade itself, is it following me? Oh no, it gave up. It gave up, and it's looking over there for some reason. Okay, let me fix that. Come back over here, buddy. You see me now? Hello? There you go. Okay. Let's just full screen me real fast. Yeah. If you look over here, this is where it brackets in, and you can see both of them are bent out really bad towards the center. They're supposed to be even, and that's bent out, and the wood is even pried away from the sides. So someone like went to town on this thing and broke the wood away. It's broken over here too. It's not completely fallen out, but it's getting there. And the screws are backing themselves out. So this all needs wood glued back and pressed. And then this piece of metal needs taken off and needs hammered back down. Because it's all bent up. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see it? I don't know. If I stay on that, and let's see if I can make you look at it. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Now watch. No, stop. I know you know where I am. Don't worry about it. Stop. I zoom all the way in. Where's it going? Okay, now you're gonna let me do it? Watch. Damn it. Why does it keep going? Okay, reset. There you go. Look at that. See that? It's like bowed out, This wood is broken away. It's just barely hanging on the inside there. And this broke away from the inner cabinet. See how I can move this? Like this whole outer wall wants to break away. So this needs reattached and glued probably. That's the only way I'm going to do that. I can't put nails through. Oh, I could put screws this way. That'd probably be good. Some screws that don't make it all the way through this way to hold that together. But that's Galaxian's logic board. So the other thing that's pretty bad about this cabinet is at the very bottom, this is kind of fraying away. So this was in a wet basement for the past 40 years about. He told me he bought it in the 80s for his basement, and has been there ever since. And this has definitely gotten wet, and it's coming apart. It's just coming, like the plywood is coming apart at the bottom. And I don't know what I'll do about that. I'll probably just sand it down and then glue it down, put it on its back and clamp it, or on its side and on its back and clamp it, so that I can try to make it not look so bowed out, because it's bowed out really bad from being wet and dry and wet and dry. And these, both of these machines here were purchased together, so they were both out of the same basement. Okay, so now I can zoom back out. And then I'll put it back into tracking mode, and I'll show it my face. And then it will track me, right? Go back to track mode. Hello. Is it going to track me? Yes. Okay. So that's not so bad. I can show you guys stuff without too much of a headache. Okay. So yeah, we got to bang the crap out of that. It won't even sit flat on its side. Okay, and here's our control panel. Let me bag those screws for the other thing. Where did I put my bag of bags? Did I run off with it? I might have. Might have sorted it into bin G. Here's all my screws and everything. I got tons of extra screws for this, so I'm not too worried about losing them. I got so many. Where did I put all that stuff? I had a bag full of little bags. Here's our rollers and stuff. It's got to be over here. Is it following me good? Oh yeah, it's following me just fine. We'll use this little bag. This is what those little things came in, but that'll be fine. So this is the controller. So this is control panel ball con. CP ball con. And then I'll get I don't know where that came from. Put the gloves back. And the way this comes apart is it is 3 screws on top. Oh yeah, and these are nutted. Forgot. They'll have nuts and lock washers. Don't they? Yep, that lock washer just want to come off. There's the lock washer and the regular washer. So it is, in this order, it is nut, lock washer, and then regular washer. And they're not very tight. You can You don't need a wrench. You can just get it with your finger. And there's 3 of them, and that holds this plastic topper on. There's a lot of layers to these controllers. I've already done 6 of them, and I got 3 more to do. 1 for Missile Command, and I got another Atari Football over there. And that takes the plastic piece off. And now your ball can come out. Ta-da! Yeah, look at that. Jesus! See all the grime in there? When did you think the last time that was worked on? Look how much rust is on the bearings. So the fun part will be getting those bearings out of there, because if it's anything like the Atari Football ones. So here's our ball. It's also very dirty. It's got tape on it for some reason. I don't know why that's there. So this will get a bath. We've got a lot of stuff that needs a bath now. Okay, and next we need to disconnect the top, and we need an Allen key to do that. And unfortunately, I don't have a good organized Allen set. I just have a bin of Allens. So, and this is all metric, which is not going to, this is going to be an English Allen key, because this is early Atari, so everything's American. Contrary to popular belief, Atari is an American company, not Japanese. The name would suggest it's Japanese, but it's not. Okay. Let's see. These are all too big, aren't they? Yeah, that's a tiny Allen. This might do it. Oh, just too big. Barely too big. There we go. This one will do it. So the last one I did, last Atari Football I did, this had been serviced at one time, and I don't know if they lost the screws or lost the threads or something, but if you watch my Atari Football video, you'll see that I have to do some metalworking. Yeah, like that one. That one's in there really good. That one might need some PB Blaster. That might need some PB Blaster, so I don't strip because the last thing I want to do is strip that hole, because then it is an absolute nightmare. There it went. I actually got a friend, I hoping the next time I need to do this I'll do it myself with my lathe, but I got a coworker at work to tap a new bolt in, cut it off, and then we tapped it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. My coworker uses those to do heat shrink, like the little benzene torches. I have a big benzene. What's it called? Big one. I don't have a small one. This one's in there really good. All the other ones came out but you, huh, buddy? There, we got it. Looks good. Clean threads. All right, and now we can take the encoder wheels off. There's one. Two. They actually do spin still, which is impressive. The little tiny centipede ones I was dealing with were so seized I had to torch that shit out, man. Okay, so let's get some more bags. I know I saw my bags somewhere. Here they are. So this is how we stay organized. Don't lose screws. So this will be controller plastic top. And all of this will go in there. And then put that ball one over there too. Then these four will go into a bag, and this will be metal top. Metal controller top. Okay. Has my camera failed me again? Yes, it has. I need like an alert that you guys can do to tell me that the camera's failed to track me. Oh, it's all zoomed in again. Okay, there we go. Don't zoom, buddy. I'm watching you. Okay. So now we need to get the PCBs off, which is pretty easy. It's just 2 screws. There's one. Two. And we'll mark this so we know. I'll just put like a H here. I'll put an H on this board so that I know that that one goes here, so when I reattach it I don't get all confused. That's the problem with being in a position like I'm in, where you work and you got 500 other things to do. This project won't get finished for months, and then you'll have to remember in like 3 months, what the hell was I doing again? Why do I have, where did this go? What did this do? Why is this, why did I take this apart? What the fuck? What am I doing with this? Okay, those are off, and now we can flipper and take these out, which is a different sized one, I think. Yes, that's too small. It's going to be a hard one to find. It's a weird size. There it is. No. There we go. There we don't go. Nope. I need an actual organized set of these, but I don't have one. They can't be expensive. Another trip to Harbor Freight. That's what this is going to end up being. These are all too small, aren't they? Yeah, it's too small. Now it's too big. Man, what the hell are you guys doing to me? Yeah, it's gonna get all, and I won't ultrasonic it while I'm on stream because that would be terrible to listen to. Of course, is this one gonna work? The one that's all jank? No. All right, throw that one away. Get that one out of there. Man, this must be a weird size. I remember when I did all those other controllers, I struggled to find one. I didn't leave it out somewhere, did I? Camera's definitely going to lose me walking all the way over here to the warehouse section of the barn. I have some bunch of Allens over here. These look huge, though. Aha. Is this it? How'd it do? Did it keep me? What did it do? It gave up and looked at the jukebox for some reason and zoomed all the way in on it. That makes a lot of sense. Now I gotta make it turn. Come on, buddy. Now you're gonna be a pain, not see me. My internet dropped out there for a second. These are both too big. Damn it, old L. Are you guys back? Are you back? Did we survive? Yeah, that's too big and that's too small, so it's definitely not metric. 2.5, and the next one's up to 3, and that 3's too big. Damn it. Aha! Are you guys there? Look at my phone. Yeah, it's live. Okay. Okay, we're still good. All right. Yeah, we found it. Okay, so what I probably will do is just take this post and this post off and this post so that I can clean. Actually, I'll probably leave this post and just take the bolt out. This takes a ridiculously big Allen, but I have it somewhere. These are not in anywhere near as hard as the others. Okay. So now this should slide out. There it is. And this should slide out. And do the bearings come out? No. This is what I had trouble with last time. It took me ages to get these bearings out. I had to torch them to get them out. Oh, that one didn't come out too bad. Stay there, ball. Look at that bearing. That is a toasted bearing. Oh yeah, they came out that wasn't so bad. I literally, if you watch my Atari football video, I had to take a torch and just on that forever to get it to come out. Okay, a few last things here. We have the circlip we got to remove. That's too big. There we go. And then the whole bearing will come out, or the whole roller with the bearings, and that's all trash. I will replace that whole thing with a new roller and new bearings. There's our other circlip. There's our other bearing. I'll show you. I actually already have them because I bought a kit to do Atari football, but we can steal some to do this one because I have enough. I think I should have enough to do both Atari football and. So there's the new bearings. And the old ones. Ah! To be honest, the old ones look a little fatter. Am I tripping? Yeah, I'm tripping. They're the same. So there you go. To get that off there so you can see. It's old versus new. Yeah, I know the camera lost me. I can't get it to, it doesn't want to track me all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's confused. It's a little confused. Okay, so that's our new ones. Put those to the side. And all of this can go into the trash. This is all the bearings and the old rollers. So, bye-bye. And we got one more bearing to get rid of, and he's on here. And to get him off, I need a massive, that's a little too massive, I guess. A massive, guys, Allen. That one's too small. See, I know I have this stuff because I've done it once, but like finding it again after is like, God knows I didn't put it away. It's too small. There we go. There's the massive guys, Allen. And then we need an adjustable wrench. Because I don't know what size this nut is. And then we will just tweak him off. There you go, there's your last bearing to redo. And that is the one part in this that is rusty that will get a bath, is that bolt. That bolt will get a bath in rust remover, I mean. Or I'll sand it with the sandblaster. Probably rust remover, though. Because I can do that overnight and quickly. Yeah, so I have organizers right here, but there's nothing in them. Maybe I should put like, that way I wouldn't have to use bags. I could just put tape on it and put, that's this bolt, that's this, that's this. That's probably a lot better. Let's try that. Good job, good job. Good idea, Yank. Because I can just keep doing this and putting tape on it. And then just saying, like, encoder, bolts, and then I can just put the encoder bolts in there. And then I can do the same thing here, so I don't have to waste a shit ton of bags. I just waste like 2 inches of tape. And I can do PCB, controller PCB bolts, and that's all these. And then it's always just whatever active project you have, your parts are right here. And then these are Circlip Plus. These are the bottom controller bolts. Like that. And then what else are the encoder wheels themselves? Put those with the encoder. Well, these need cleaned, actually. They're pretty dirty. Okay, and then we have the system fully tore apart. We just need to clean this, and this, and this, and that, and these, and the rest of the harness needs cleaned as well. So, and the ball, of course. The ball needs a lot of help. Ball's dirty.
Insert ball joke here.
Insert giant ball joke here.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not tracking me. It doesn't want to track me anymore. Like, oh, it flashed there for a second. I go over here. Hello? Oh, there it went. Whoa, why is it so slow now? Oh no, there it went. My big giant black ball. Only got one of them though. All right, so yeah, so all this can go to the side, and then this can all go into the ultrasonic. Probably need to scrub it first too, because it's just on like, oh god. Yeah, I'll probably hose it down and scrub it, and then ultrasonic it. And that is all the parts. That is how you take apart an Atari 6-inch trackball. And if there's only a handful of games that used it, it lost me again. Dude, why do you keep going over here? What do you like about over here so much? Huh? And why do you zoom in? You're being an ass. Stop zooming in. Okay, I have found that messing with the zoom
It does not like that. If you mess with the zoom, it gets pissed. You gonna see me, buddy? Or are you gonna make me go over here again and stand there? Hello? Okay. So we'll get this figured out better over time. What was I saying though? Yeah, so I think we've pretty much decided by process of elimination. Free combine accident. That we're doing the missile command first, right? So we'll do missile command. The other thing we got to do is it has an AR2, so that AR2 probably needs recapped. So we'll recap the AR2. I think I have a kit to do that already. I have a lot of kits. Not console 5, console 5, console 5. Console 5. I have a few console 5 kits in here. What is this? Oh, and then we got a bunch of standoffs. Here we go. What's this? This is for a Wells Gardner 7400. So we got that cap kit. Oh, that needs to go back inside. That doesn't need to be out here. More console 5 cap kits. Okay. This is for an Electro Home Geo 5. This is for... I don't know what that's for. Maybe I don't have any AR2 kits. I'll have to buy more AR2 kits. We're going to need a lot of AR2 kits. So let's add that. AR2 kits. Honestly, so to save ourselves money off, instead of buying kits, just buying capacitors, so Arcade Shop sells, yes, Russ, it's pretty big. I don't know how many square feet it is, but actually I think I can tell you based off the concrete pour information on the far wall. I think it does say, I think it's 90 by 40. That sounds right to me. Anyways, I'm walking away from you guys. I'm in the storage section of the barn now. And this is where all the arcade machines sit before we get to work on them. And on the wall here is the original documentation on the work permit to pour this thing. Does it not say how big it is? Oh, I guess it don't. It says, new construction, detached garage, nature of work, residential. That's all it says. So 1994 is when they poured the concrete pad for this. If you watch, I have a YouTube video that talks through the process of making this a usable space. I haven't done an update. Sloth Semi-Raid, yo! Thanks, Sloth. So this is one room, and through that door is another room that goes the whole length. But it's fairly small. Like you could drive a car into it, and that's about it for width-wise. But it's the whole length of this. And then on the front, that is also a room about the same size, the whole length. And there's a door on this wall that you can't see that is another area that's the same.
It's the whole length of the building, and it's just big enough it's a one-car door that goes all the way to the back. And then on the other side of this door is a fairly big room, and this was all one giant room until I sectioned it off so I could put insulation in this area and actually be in here in the summer and the winter. And that side is just storage. And I want to put a garage door there eventually where that big hole is. That's why I asked them to cut that out. And you guys are just looking at my bench and looking at a tiny picture in the corner to try to see what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah. Can you see the big hole over there? No, it didn't go with me. You asshole. You gonna follow me now? Come. Come show the people. Come show them. You can see over here that big hole. I had them cut that out so that I could put a garage door there later or something. But in the wintertime, I just kind of put plastic up, and that seems to do okay. So, all right, back to that. What's behind door 5? Ladies and gentlemen, you'll never guess it. You'll never guess it. It is Missile Command. And it's fucked up really bad. That's what's behind door number 5. So now you all got a sneak peek of all the different projects in here too. Well, there's actually a few done. Ooh, we could talk about that. We need to put on some game show music. Because I don't know if this is going to follow me over there. We need to do some advertising. Are you still with me? All right. This beautiful Cosmic Avenger machine is for sale. I don't care. It's been here too long, and I want it gone. So, someone buy the damn thing. It's worth $1,200. The last one sold for $1,200. I'd give it to you for $800 if you just get it the hell out of here. It fully works. Cosmic Avenger. It's a rare cabinet too. It's a rare game, people. Okay. And then we got Cruisin' World, which has had a whole new cap kit for the monitor and a new flyback, because when I plugged it in at home, the flyback exploded, which was very nice of it. And so it's got new flyback and new caps on the Wells Gardner K, I think it's a 5,000 22-inch monitor. Okay? And then, but wait, let's see if I don't know if will it stay with me all the way past all this junk? Am I still good? Okay. This, if I take the shit off of it, this is all the parts to Missile Command, because Missile Command has all this smoky glass that goes over the monitor. Okay. This is the Centipede cocktail from our YouTube video we made. There's like a 2-hour-long YouTube video of the entire restoration process of this. And this is a beautiful working machine. Everything's been recapped. It's beautiful, ready to go. That is Centipede. And then next to him is another project we need to do. But I haven't touched this one yet because I have yet to do a vector monitor, and this is a vector monitor game. With that information, you can probably guess what it is. Can you guess what it is? It's Atari, and it's a vector monitor game. So what is it? So what is it, huh? Okay. Addict got it. It's Fortnite. Fortnite Battle Pass. My ultrasonics all the way over here. And that water needs change really bad. Jesus Christ. That's probably been in there since the wintertime. This is it's more simple. It's a very old cocktail. It is Asteroids Deluxe. Asteroids Deluxe. Yep, you ain't got it. Asteroids. I don't know what else I want to do right now. We got that controller taken apart. We got to hammer out that metal, or I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do there. We can take the coin door off this. We need to get a Missile Command JAMA harness so that we can test the Missile Command. Wow, there's even the lock and keys in here, because I guess he just didn't want to have it locked anymore. And we got to get rid of the stupid bar they put on here. Oh, what was I saying? I was saying on the yeah, when it doesn't lose me, it's pretty nice. The AR2, the Atari AR2s, which I have a bunch of those just laying around. I'll get one. I think there's one just sitting over here. Yep, here it is. I moved pretty fast there. Did it lose me? Nope. It's doing a good job. So the Atari AR2s, apparently there's a screw on it too. If you get a cap kit for this, so I am gonna buy a lot of cap kits for these because I have now like 6 or 7 games that use this power supply, but I don't really want to buy 7 cap kits because I think they're like $12 or $15 each. I think it might be more than that. And the people on the Museum of the Game forums have mentioned that the arcade shop is using fake voltage regulators, because these are pretty expensive. They're 2N3055 voltage regulators. So like a year ago, I bought like 30 of these from DigiKey. So I know they're legit 2N3055s. They're not Chinese knockoff bullshit. It's actual like Motorola or National Instruments or whatever. And then on top of that, then you got to do all the capacitors. And since they're all axial capacitors, it's hard to just find these online where they're not expensive because they're axial. So if I can just find all these caps online and order them in bulk, I'm sure it's a lot cheaper than buying the kits, because I don't need the 2N3055. But what those kits do also come with is some resistors, because there's 2 or 3 resistors on this board that like to burn up. And I actually have an example of that because I have one that it literally burned up in. I don't know where it is though. Apparently it's fairly common. It's just a 1/4 watt resistor, and it's either during long gameplay, it's running right at a 1/4 watt or maybe a little bit above, so it burns it up over time. I don't know where it is. As you can see, the cocktail table gets used as a table more than anything else at the moment, because no one will buy the poor girl. Is this it? Yep, this is it. I'll show you. This is what they do. Is it still following me? Okay, it is. Check that out. So it is R30 right there. That's what happens. It's very common. That blows itself out, and then game no worky no more. This AR2 was out of the Centipede that we turned into a multicade. So it hadn't been used in a long time, of course. But, you know. We have a lot of these AR2s to redo. That's the moral of the story. So I need to just buy everything in bulk, because I think if I bought 10 kits from Arcade Shop, that would suck. Oh, it lost me. That's so rude of it. I'm over here, man. You see me now? Yeah, you got me now. Okay. Uh-huh. Overheats, spikes, That is what happens. So, wonder how this mic's doing. I just charged it. It probably needs, it's red. It's probably gonna die on me soon. I need to get a better chair out here, that's for sure. This chair hurts my butt. It's just a wooden ass chair. I'm Tyler One. I'm Tyler One out here in my wooden fucking chair. Just to show you guys for funsies, I'll show you this. Did it lose me again? It says it hasn't lost me, but it definitely has. There it goes. So here is Missile Command. So there's Missile Command. I have tape over this because this is an EEPROM, programmable with an eye. Or is there more than one? Yeah, there's two there with eyes. And I had this outside, and I didn't want them to lose their program. There's a lot of socketed chips in this bitch, which I appreciate. I have a kit to replace all the capacitors on this as well, if I so desire. And we have the FPGA cat to test it on the bench here. Yeah, so we'll see if this board works. And if it doesn't, we'll know what. Everything looks fine. This cap's actually broke. Yep, that cap is broken. So he'll need replaced at the very least. Yeah, and we have black and white video, so we can plug that in and get it on that. So, anyways, we will wait for our friend, the adapter, to be able to plug this in, and then we'll cap it and see if it works. Okay. All the stuff I need to do now is stuff I can't do sitting here with you guys, to be honest with you. Let me think. There's 11 of you in here. I do appreciate that. So we can get the power supplies out of these. Well, at least out of the Atari one. And I can clean this while I'm at it. Ooh, this has its own, this has two transformers. Why does it have two? Huh. Interesting. And its AR2 is still in here. So. We need to have like an AR2 extravaganza day. So there's the AR2 out of Missile Command, and honestly, it looks, I don't know who put all these wood squares in this cabinet, but honestly, it looks really clean. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Here, I'll turn this around so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Get these out of the way. Oh. These metal pieces need to come out too.
Let's bag these parts up here in the top. You gonna follow me? You following me now? Okay, because we also need to take out the rest of these bolts. That's way too small. I don't think I had the tool up here, did I? Because this all needs sandblasted and coated as well. That's rough. Missile Command. How cool is that? That needs a good cleaning. A little Windex, and that'll be good as new. Got to watch touching the back. Usually the back gets pretty frail from being in front of heat for so long. But the light on this one's really far back, so. Yeah, here's the original bulb. Wonder if it works. Wonder if the bulb works. I usually just straight replace the bulb with a under counter light just for longevity. But if this bulb works, I'll probably leave it. Because those under counter lights keep getting more expensive, man. They're like $14 now. What do you think? What do you guys think? Leave the ballasts and the starter and all that and the light, or replace it with a modern LED that's going to last forever? I don't know. I'm always torn, especially for little stuff like that. When it comes to stuff like keeping the CRT original, that's easy decision for me. I'm keeping it, but marquee light doesn't really matter that much to me. Okay, so I need to get in here and get the harness out because it is, woo, it is rough. Honestly, the whole harness needs to come out of this because it is so dirty. And the cabinet's going to need a lot of work, so might as well. Does that cable change halfway down it? Oh yes, they totally just wired, yep. Jesus. Yeah, all these bolts got to come out. They're so rusted. Now, is that one soldered to the bolt? Oh, it's like a bolt clip. No, it's just been, yeah, it's just been on there so long it's rusted together. Nice. Few more bolts here and we'll get this whole thing out. Wunderbar. Boop. And then these two gotta come out. Come on, buddy. And here is the Atari isolation. Hey, pick me up, buddy. Come on, you see me. I'm right here. I'm gonna walk and you're gonna go with me, right? There you go. This is the Atari isolation transformer. And usually on this I do a few things. I will replace Big Blue with a new filter cap. And this fuse good in here? Yep, that fuse is good. And I'll wash the shit out of this thing. Yank, I don't even want to know what you said that you redacted. You redacted yourself, that's scary. I don't even want to know what you said. Let's see what the underside of this looks like. So, this is a half-bridge rectification. There's only 2 diodes instead of 4. But the underside of this looks pretty normal. It's just dirty. It's just real dirty. So I'll wash it and then put it out in the sun or in front of a fan. Try not to get water into the transformer, but it's really not a big deal. You just wash it out real good, or let it sit in the sun for a long time after. The only other thing that really needs washed in here is the wire harness itself. And I like to dedicate one day to taking that out and putting it back in, because once you take it out, you want to remember how everything goes back. And if I do that over multiple days, it's not going to happen. So we'll leave that in there. The coin door has its own connector. Yeah, it's right there. So we can take the whole coin door out and clean it. And we sandblast. I usually sand this and then repaint it, but I got to take all the plastic off first. Wow, they got 50 cents in there. That's expensive game, man. 50 cents. Kidding me? 50 cents to play Missile Command? You gotta be kidding me. Here's 3 AR2s all stacked up now. And having the stream out here like this is gonna force me to get these projects done. Because when I'm actually on stream, I get so much more done because I can't goof off and sit on my phone and do whatever the hell else. You guys keep me honest. You know, it's funny, Sloth Tech, the original location's in my basement. So when we bought this place, it was my original intention to have the stream out here all the time. But I started in the basement because this wasn't climate controlled yet. And the old owner always called this the garage. He's like, no, this is the garage. This isn't the barn. This is the garage. So that's kind of where the name came from, kind of not. More or less my wife made it up. She's like, what do you want to call yourself? I don't know. So, anyways, I'm going to get this brush, and I'm going to go get my mean green, and I'm going to wash the shit out of this isolation transformer block and all the controller parts, and then the controller parts are going to go in the ultrasonic for a second wave, and we're going to clean, and the ball's going to go in the ultrasonic too, and we're going to clean the crap out of that. And then all these parts will be ready to be, we'll come back on stream later on. We'll replace Big Blue. And we'll see how this looks after a bath. These bolts on Big Blue look like they're kind of corroded. Yeah, I'll probably take all those out just because that looks like doo-doo. Any other bolts that look like doo-doo? The fuse block looks kind of rough, but it always does. That's fine. So, okay, cool. I hope you enjoyed the first ever barn garage stream for Tristan's Electronic Garage. I have a list of a lot of stuff to buy. And then the next time we're here, we'll probably be doing the cap kit for the monitor for Missile Command. And then hopefully sometime later this week or next week, we will have the adapter to plug Missile Command in on the bench and see if we get a good picture out of it. And then we can wire the monitor back up, and we'll just be on aesthetic parts at that point. Once we have the power supply working and the game board and the monitor, then all we got to do is make it look nice, which is the easy part. Getting the electronics to work is the hard part. So, cool. All right, I'm gonna go clean all this stuff and let it dry out in front of the fan, and yeah. So it will be a toss-up when I stream if it will be out here or it will be in the basement. Now, if I'm doing game repairs for the game store or typewriter repairs or whatever, it will be in the basement. If we're doing an arcade, it will be out here. That will probably be the split most of the time. I'll probably just I don't want to buy another Heiko gun because that's really expensive. So I'll just transition the Heiko desolder gun from up here to down there to up there to down here. And I do have an iron up here though, which I need to turn off, I think. No, I already had it off. Good job, Tristan. We'll transition based on what we want to work on. Yeah, so Yank, when we do all of the Xbox Ones, that will be in the basement again. I don't know if that's going to be today. Probably not. What time is it anyways? How long have we been out here for? Yeah, I thought it was going to be about 6 or 7. 6, 7, like Ashton said earlier. Thanks for that, by the way. Anyways, yes. So probably tomorrow night or something, we'll do all the Xboxes and get that the hell out of my basement, all the Xbox Ones. And then, yeah, and then we'll be out here, hopefully working on the Century or something. So I need to find where I put the part for that. Did it make it all the way out here to the table? No, it didn't. I need to find out where I put that. Okay. It was laying, I don't remember. I'll have to remember where I put that. Anyways. All right, well, thanks for hanging out. Until next time.